All right. Welcome to the Teaching Bite Show. My name is Sharon Jaravada.
And I'm Fred Jaravada.
And this is our first Teaching Bites video that we want to do for you.
So we're trying something new.
Yeah.
So we're recording the audio. So we're going to have this for our podcast listeners. But we're also recording this for YouTube. We decided to open up a YouTube because I think that's another way to reach people, especially who are interested in teaching, the whole teaching profession and so on. YouTube is a great place. It's a search engine, right? So people look it up. I always look up and I always use YouTube as a search engine where I look up things and how to do things, how to
clean your kitchen pots.
Right. So on, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's a great place for people who do use YouTube to learn about teaching. Okay. So the last time we recorded an episode was way back a couple months ago.
I don't remember. It's been a long time.
And we actually had a couple episodes talking about the new direction of the Teaching Bite Show. There have been changes since then even. So
yeah, so we actually, just to go back before that, Fred, we need to go some context too, is that we had our Teaching Bites show, our podcast. We have had our website. We were trying to help teachers stay in the profession. We know, like, especially we got burnt out. How do we make sure we're fresh, right? So we did that for a while. We really enjoyed interviewing people, getting to know people from all over the world, and sharing tips. And then we thought, hey, let's go to help parents. So we had a show. We thought we would try that, and then now we're like, you know what? We're gonna keep it Teaching Bites because we just really love what we're doing, and we're still teaching, but now we're gonna change the direction. So we can go ahead and describe that for us.
Okay, so this new channel, the new direction our podcast is going to go into, it's going to really answer or try to help answer the two main problems in teaching. Okay. One major problem we see that we always hear about is that there is a teacher shortage. I posted a comment or a question on our Facebook group, and I asked the teachers there, over about 500 teachers on the Facebook group, a small one, is there a teacher shortage in your area, in your district? And a lot of people, unfortunately, said, yes, there is a big teacher shortage. Around the country, there are some pockets that they're okay. They have teachers, but there's a lot of districts, a lot of schools out there that have a shortage.
And what they're doing is to try to get teachers. Is districts are offering things like emergency credentials. They're also connecting with universities to try to get teachers to go through the credential program / student teaching / get a job through that machine, a stream. And so we noticed there's a shortage. Like, what are we going to do about this?
There are also a lot of school districts are sponsoring or grabbing or having teachers from other countries. And in particular, a lot of teachers from English-speaking countries, like the Philippines. That's where my parents are from. There's a lot of districts looking for teachers who can speak already English, who are competent in their subject matter, and they bring them over to teach in their districts. One is they offer a contract that's smaller. It's a smaller contract, so they get paid less. These teachers that are coming from more overseas, they do make more already than their mother country, their home country, but it's still not the standards of regular credentialed teachers, obviously.
Yeah, and also, organization that's great is Teach for America or Peace Corps, and they do hire teachers, but then they hire teachers that are in the highly hard to staff schools, and then these teachers go there for a couple of years and they leave. Right. And so those kind of schools need the consistency.
So that's the second problem that we see. Okay. So, let me see. The sub A of number one. Number one is a teacher shortage. There are several factors, but the thing is, a lot of teachers are leaving. That's the thing. They're leaving the teaching profession, and that's unfortunately happening a lot too. They get burnt out.
And it's the year 5. It's like we always read that by year 5 teachers just leave.
And I think maybe even
might be sooner.
Even sooner than that, right?
And of course, there's retirements, right? That's normal.
That's a big one, though. I think a lot of teachers, like the current school I'm teaching at, it's an independent school here in the Sacramento area. There's a lot of teachers. They've retired, but they're also in the next couple of years, there are more teachers retiring.
I think also to go to that point that they're retiring earlier than expected. They want their aim was to maybe 5 years, but now they're like, oh my gosh, it's getting too crazy now with all the demands and things like that. So they're retiring earlier than they wanted to.
Especially, I know technology is a big part of schools now, and a lot of teachers don't like, they don't. Unfortunately, they don't learn a lot of the new technologies, and there's a lot, just like you said, a lot of things, not just technology, but they're asked to do more. They're asked to do more, right? Asked.
And it is hard to keep up with technology if you haven't kept up. There's a point where it's like, it's too much. And I've seen it in my own professional career where teachers are like, I'm done.
So the second problem that we're trying to address, we're going to combine it with the first problem, the teacher shortage, is that we actually see a lot of people interested in the teaching profession, but they don't know what to do. They don't know what to see. They actually don't know what to do. Or let me back up. There are people we've met and we've actually seen online and asked us these questions, like, how do you become a teacher? There are people out there who are interested in teaching, but they don't know what to do. It's kind of, it's very vague of how to become a teacher. There are sites. If you go to Google, there are sites that says, get a credential. Or first of all, get a bachelor's. Get a credential.
Get some experience in the classroom. Get your credential. Take your test.
So it's vague. There are steps, but they don't know the exact things happening, what to do, and how to get into credential school. Right?
Is it even right for you?
Right.
Right. Maybe you've been wanting to be a teacher for a long time. It's always been in the back of your mind. And you just need that little
speaking of
push,
mic, please.
And that
maybe if you turn the mic there.
Okay.
Much better.
Something to inspire you.
Yes.
So
that's a big problem. So we want to find good people to come into the teaching profession, help alleviate the teaching shortage, and help those teachers continue teaching for the next 10, 20, 30 years.
And also, in our career, we've met people that have had second careers as teachers. So maybe some of you right now really are like, God, my job is just, I hate going to it, or I don't like it.
So we saw a stat. So right now, 2018, right now, so we're filming this in 2018, September 2018, is that people change careers about 6 times. That's what the Bureau of Labor Statistics, about 6 times in their lifetime, and we also know the statistics of how much people hate their job. Yeah,
so I actually pulled up this article that was released almost a year ago, 2017, the Gallup poll, and they said that 85% of people hate their jobs, and that was staggering to me. I didn't know that was that high.
It is. You didn't know, but I've always heard.
Yeah, read more.
That people don't like their jobs, right? Yeah. But they stay in their jobs because it's comfortable. They know what to do already. But some of the challenges of why do they hate their jobs?
They don't feel like they have any connection to people. They don't feel like they have a way of advancing up on the ladder. They don't feel valued. They don't feel listened to. They don't feel encouraged by admin or coworkers, and also
kind of sounds like the teaching profession.
Oh no!
So we want to take them from that current situation to a teaching profession where they actually feel the same way.
Yeah, they just they feel like they're just going through the motions, and they're just going there and then just clocking in, clocking out.
Right.
It pays the bills, but you don't feel like you're helping society in some way.
Yeah. So teaching is one of the most challenging, one of the most demanding jobs you'll ever have. But I've been teaching 20 years now. This is my 20th year now.
And this is my 18th year.
It's also the most rewarding job that we have. We had opportunities to go find other jobs in the different markets, different industries. but teaching always came back to us. We know what teaching is, but we've also improved our teaching styles, our techniques. And I think that's why we've continued to be teachers, right? I have a new role. I am now a high school computer science AP teacher. And I'm also, what I've done before, an innovation teacher for K-12, actually pre-K-12. So I help nudge teachers to do better
which you do that to me all the time
with
too.
Technology. Now you have a new role.
Yeah, and I have a new role. So those of you who don't know, I've been teaching K-6, mostly third grade, for the past 17 years. And this year I had a really great opportunity to do something new. So I am a innovative studies specialist at a private school, pretty much a makerspace teacher in a new makerspace. So I have kids K through 6 come to my lab to do coding, digital citizenship, and projects. And so it's really different for me. I don't have a classroom the whole day. It's kind of nice, but I get to do something fun with all of them.
Now here's the thing: when a brand new person, or not a brand new person, but a person is interested in teaching, what's the first image they think when they think about how to become a teacher, or what a teacher is, what a teacher does?
Well, they think of a stock photo of like you and 5 kids.
With 5 kids?
With the apple and the book.
We're dressed really well, we're all smiling.
And all smiling, and
you can turn your back away and the kids are still learning.
And all different races,
Right. So that's that's one thing they see, but they actually see a lot of things. They hear a lot of things. Unfortunately, they're hearing a lot of bad things happening in the world. They hear the bad things what some teachers are doing, or they're not teachers at all. They are preying on their students. They are doing things that's highly inappropriate, or
the shootings and things. So
or
there's positive things.
Shootings in school. So they hear a lot of these people. They get turned off, or they're curious about teaching, but they get turned off in the news.
And also, what do people think when they think they want to be a teacher? What types of teachers do they think of?
That's
right.
They think a classroom teacher. You could become a kindergarten, first, second grade, third, fourth grade teacher, fifth grade teacher. But they also think maybe a high school teacher,
middle school,
and that's
high
it.
school,
and that's it.
But guess what? There's more.
There's way more ways to become a teacher. Different types of teachers out there, like innovation teachers, right?
Yeah, specialists. I mean, we can go on.
Right.
But there's opportunities out there if you just look, and we'll help you with that.
Yeah, we'll have a special link for those people interested in teaching down below, and also into the podcast link. We'll give that also, but you can download what the types of teachers.
Yeah,
are available.
because maybe you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to be a classroom teacher, like I have all the kids all day kind of thing, or periods, but maybe you're really good at dance or something, and you want to share your talent and inspire kids to, develop their artistic side. Maybe you can be a dance teacher. So, it's not just you're in the classroom.
Or you love books and you become a librarian. That's another part.
Yes.
So the school has a lot of different faculty and staff out there, and there's ways to help have a positive impact for students in a school. Okay, there's a lot of different jobs out there. There's even some unique jobs that can happen for a year or two, or until that teacher leaves. But there are we've heard so many unique jobs, pretty cool jobs out there that we want to share that with you.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, so be on the lookout for that link.
All right, guys.
All right.
Hope you guys can check us out on our podcast, Teaching Bites podcast. You can find that on iTunes and on Android, Google Play. We'll also have our YouTube channel. Okay. It is youtube.com, and search for us, Teaching Bites. Okay?
And also we have teachingbites.com, and we have our Facebook page. I mean, we're everywhere. Instagram.
Join us.
Okay.
Follow us. All right, guys.
All right. Thank you for watching.
Peace.
Bye.